Hello and welcome to the Downtown Kentucky Podcast. I'm Austin/Parfait.
I'm Chris/Ox.
We're back at it again with a podcast and a
pen. Hold on, I've got a pen in my pocket.
Alright, get out the pen for the bit. This podcast has bits now. We cut out all the segments for time.
Look at that pen. Woo!
All your favorite segments, they're gone. Just kidding. We did cut a couple of the segments no one cared about, so they're gone. But
it's true.
Because this is a new podcast. You might be saying yourself, Downtown Kentucky Podcast on a Thursday or Friday for YouTube. Yeah, it's changed. We moved it to Thursdays because of a scheduling decision.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's also going to be a little shorter though now. It's only going to be about an hour. So let's jump right into our first news story, Chris.
Let's do it. Let's knock it out.
Let's get right into this. This is the title story. This is the one that the podcast is named after. That's right. This podcast, it's named Yay, More Monopolies. Because, gosh darn it.
I love that game.
No. And one, ew.
Oh.
Two, no, it's not about the board game Monopoly.
I love making my friends go bankrupt by acting as a landlord to the poor.
Well, odds are some people will lose their job because of this story. So it kind of it fits the whole narrative of the game Monopoly. But yeah, Microsoft is trying to buy Activision Blizzard for $70 billion dollars.
Wrong letter. Also, they aren't trying to buy. They have bought.
No, they are in the process of buying. It still can be stopped by like the Trade Commission, I believe is what it is. Okay. Don't quote me on who has the power to stop it.
To prevent the monopolization thing from happening.
But there is still, it is not fully through. Both sides have agreed to it in like a all cash deal, from what I understand. Like.
Must be nice to have, $70 billion, in cash.
But yeah, Microsoft is going to probably, because they haven't really stopped any of these from happening recently, is probably going to own Activision Blizzard, which,
pretty cool.
I guess. I mean, here's the thing. This is cool for some consumers. If you are already in the, Microsoft ecosystem and you have Xbox Game Pass, well, now you have all the Activision and Blizzard games probably like day one for your $10 a month. So that's great for them. But for like the world, it's not great because monopolies suck.
I mean, that's fair.
It's kind of I feel like this is similar to that, like, the Disney buying Fox thing, where it's like, yeah, it's cool for the consumer in some ways. Like, oh, cool, we get the X-Men. Xbox people are like, oh, cool, we get Call of Duty. Because I think that's Activision, right?
Oh, yeah, it is Activision.
Yeah, so they get Call of Duty day one for only $10 a month for their streaming that they're already paying for. Awesome for them, but it also means, like, everyone who had a job at Activision Blizzard is pretty much, their job is redundant now. And most of them will be fired, because that's what happens.
Yay.
Like, some people will be kept on, like, some, like, the higher-ups at some of the game companies that are under Activision Blizzard. But...
Yeah.
But most of them, people, gonna lose their job, and... Yeah, it's not good. It's not a happy news story to open with.
Well, I mean, if only it was the higher ups losing their jobs.
Oh, to be fair,
Blizzard.
To be fair, I believe it's they're losing their jobs, but also they're getting the cushy, golden, parachute on their way out. But there are most of the executives, I believe, have already been cut off through this deal. So. But they're making a lot of money and going to, it's not great. They're getting away with it, because we're not even going to get into the whole Activision Blizzard controversy. We haven't discussed it. If you want to know about it, go look for it.
Yeah, go look into it. It sucks.
Maybe
just like this kind of sucks.
Yeah. I will say I think it's kind of crazy. I mean, not fully, because I get it. They have so much it offers. What Activision Blizzard is, that's like Blizzard makes so many games. The Activision side makes so many games. Like, I get it, but $70 billion seems steep.
I mean, yes and no. I mean,
Disney paid $8 billion for Star Wars and Marvel combined.
See, but Star Wars only sells so much merchandise.
Like the most merchandise, and Marvel as well, like the most merchandise possible a company can have.
But games, you don't just sell game. You also sell game and DLC and loot boxes. And skins.
I guess.
Which accumulates very, very quickly.
Yeah. I guess
they're gonna make that $70 billion back so quickly.
They are. I just feel like it's too much money. Also, because it's one of those unrealistic numbers that doesn't mean anything. $70 million is not a real number. I don't care what people say. It's not real.
I mean, it's real. It's just, almost impossible for us to wrap our brains around.
Anything over like
as a number.
Anything over like 100,000 isn't real. I'm not gonna ever have $100,000 at once in my lifetime. Anything more than that doesn't exist. It's a lie.
Well, pretty sure you have like more than 100,000 hairs on your head, so.
Okay.
So, anyways, on to a more lighthearted story.
Speaking of hairs on my head, it's a man with facial hair. Such a horrible.
Okay, a very smooth transition.
Very smooth. Our next story we have is that a study. Let me try to see. Let me real quick find out where it's out of. I think it's out of Cardiff.
Conducted.
Conducted
at the Cardiff University.
Cardiff University has found that face masks make you hotter. So that's cool. That's it. Moving right along. No details. No, but but the study has found that, I believe as of right now, the only study that we have the actual exact results from are women to men, which is even more important to us. Women find us hotter in masks, is what I'm hearing.
I just always wear a mask.
Yeah, at all times.
Just be prime real estate.
Yeah, but yeah, it makes you more attractive. And what may be a blow for the producers of like the masks I actually wear, like with a design or a cloth mask or anything like that. Those are not what are deemed the most attractive, though. The most attractive is the disposable surgical masks type. Let me get down to how it was actually done.
Ladies want men with an N95. Ooh.
Pretty much, yeah. And I think it has to do with the fact
that it actually protects it more?
It could be, but the belief from them, because it's all correlation. I don't think they asked the women why. They think it has to do with that they associate it with nurses and doctors who are caring people. It's like a psychological connection that people go, oh, this person cares.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Here it is. 43 women were asked to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 the attractiveness of images of male faces without a mask, wearing a plain cloth mask, a blue medical face mask, and holding a plain black book covering the area a face mask would hide. The participants said those wearing a cloth mask were significantly more attractive than the ones with no mask, or whose faces were partly obscured by the book. But the surgical mask, which was just a normal disposable kind, made the wearer look even better. So there's the results. I need to go buy some of these surgical masks so I can get a girlfriend. That's what I'm hearing.
That's right, fellas. If you've been striking out in the Department of Love, go buy yourself some nice disposable face masks. Yeah. And you should have a little bit more luck.
Specifically the blue surgical kind, though. It's apparently what we're reading here, so.
Well, I need a black KN95.
I don't know. See, that might might only get you to that. I don't know if they didn't say that might. Women might just look from afar and go, "Oh, that's just a black cloth mask. He's only kind of hot."
That's fair.
But you know what? I would take being kind of hot over where I am currently at. Moving right along to a person.
I'd take kind of hot.
To a person who also did not find love, and from what I understand, was not a very happy camper. A woman in China had a blind date recently and ended up being trapped in the blind date's house due to a shelter-in-place order.
Oh.
Yeah, she was stuck there for a couple weeks, from what I understand. And
was she doing blind dates for the couple of weeks?
No. No. It didn't work out very well from my understanding. There's actually a couple. I'll be honest. When I went to look for this article, I actually found a different article about this couple that similar thing happened to them, and now they're getting married. So.
Oh.
Also in China. But this specific one.
Good for them.
Yeah. Yes. Good for them. Congrats. This specific one, she was not really into him. There was not an emotional connection. He also didn't talk to her really at all. But he did cook and clean for her while she was there. So it wasn't a bad experience, but it did not lead to love.
Yeah, just like a weird co-living civil experience.
Which, transitioning slightly, I remember hearing about a guy, I don't remember who it was, but someone talked about how they ended up getting stuck with they just broke up with a girl, when the American one just started. They were living together, and they just broke up right as it started, and then were stuck together for another. I think that first one was at least 2 weeks. I think before we started. We were America, so we started lifting it only 2 weeks in. But but though they were stuck together for 2 weeks.
Yeah, gotta love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. You know what's also pretty cool, Chris?
Jamaica.
Yeah, and bobsleds.
Yeah, everyone loves bobsleds. That's the number one winter sport, maybe.
I think that's, in my opinion,
or at least number 5.
I mean, behind curling. I mean, curling's pretty cool.
Snowboarding, skiing,
curling,
hockey,
cross country skiing.
Oh yeah, that is different from standard skiing.
Yeah. Ooh.
So a solid number 6, maybe.
Yeah, is bobsledding. You might be thinking. Here's the thing: if you're a little bit older than me and Chris, and maybe you also our age, and you hear Jamaican bobsled team, immediately what's coming to your head is the '93 movie starring John Candy called Cool Runnings, the Disney movie. But that movie is actually based off a real story of the it is based loosely off a real story of a Jamaican bobsled team. A 4-man Jamaican bobsled team who, I think won, or at least made it there. I don't remember if they won or they just made it. I don't.
It doesn't matter. Not tell you.
They made it to the Olympics at least in 1988. And this recently, it's happening again. Cool Runnings 2 has been announced by Disney. No, it literally has happened again for the first time since 1988. A 4-man bobsled team from Jamaica has qualified for the Winter Olympics this year. Which also, we're having another Olympics this year because of the pandemic and how it messed up everything. Last year we had the Summer Olympics, and this year it's already time for the Winter Olympics.
What a strange time we're living in.
We are, yeah. This is not the this isn't the first time since 1988 that Jamaica has had bobsledders there, because they've been able to have a 2-man team qualify for the Olympics since 1988. But this is the first time a 4-man, which I think is the number one bobsled. When I think of a bobsled, I think of 4 guys in a bobsled.
When I think of bobsledding, I think of
Cool Runnings.
Bobsled. I think of I think specifically of Super Mario Party.
That's
fair. About it.
That's only a 2-man though, so I guess you associate it with the 2-man, right? Or is that 3?
Associate video games.
That's fair.
It's probably 2-man.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, Jamaican bobsled. They did it again. Good for them. That's really the whole story. It was a situation where I was like, oh, that's funny. That's like Cool Runnings. Oh yeah, Cool Runnings was based on a real story. I forgot about that. I haven't seen Cool Runnings. I just know that it's a movie. It's a movie description that sounds like something that shouldn't exist. It's a Jamaican. The Jamaican team has bobsledders make it to the Winter Olympics, and you're like, all right, 90s comedy writers. Sure, I'll watch John Candy coach those guys.
All right.
Sure.
You got me.
That makes sense, but it's real. It actually happened, and it's happening again.
Yeah, can't wait for Cool Runnings 2. It's gonna be a blast.
It's probably gonna be announced at Disney Plus Days 2022. I genuinely, I wouldn't put it past them at all.
Oh yeah, no, totally wouldn't.
Put it past. Like I want to make a bold prediction right here on the podcast. That will happen this year or next year. They might wait to see how they do in the Olympics, but I could see them doing it this year because I don't think that's happened yet. Because it happens like in the end of the year, Disney Plus Days. I think it was last year when we covered Disney Plus Days. We did an episode all about the crap that they announced.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah. Well, moving on to our next story. Hey, Chris, here's a quick question for you.
What's up?
Do you want a PS5, right?
Yeah.
But like those are like really hard to get. So like, you'd be cool
all
settling.
Those scalpers are always buying PS5s.
So like, Sony wants to help you out, bro. They decided to produce. You ready for this?
More PS5.
More
PS5.
PS4s.
Huh? Hold on. What?
Hey, you know, because like, there's no one can get their hands on a PS5, so like, let's make more PS4s.
Yeah, but that's not what I don't want a PS4. I want a PS5.
Oh, because it's been out for 7 years, and anyone who'd want it already has one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, Sony doesn't care. Sony said, PS4s, we can actually make those right now because there is a supply. To be fair to Sony, there is actually like a chip shortage, and they can't make more PS5s. It's not their fault that the scalping is happening. There's the supply chain issues. There's a lot of reasons why Sony can't make more PS5s. But rather than just doing nothing, which probably would have been better, they've announced they are going to, rather than stopping PS4 production this year like they were planning on, they're going to continue it for at least another year. More PS4s.
Just what everyone's been asking for. More PS4s.
I believe so. I have a PS4 right here, but like I really want a PS5, so I'm going to buy a new PS4.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, it's to hold you over for when the PS5s are finally available.
So stupid.
It's such a stupid story. I'm so mad that it exists.
I think that's a completely valid response to have. To Sony literally just wasting production and materials to make more PS4s.
Yeah, but Chris, you can't get a PS5 right now. What else are they supposed to do?
Develop more games? I don't know.
No, they're just gonna make more PS4s, and you're gonna like it.
I don't think I will.
Oh, crap! No one told me you were allowed to not like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got opinions. It's crazy.
I gotta call Sony real quick. Sony, he doesn't like it.
Don't worry, they'll just copy strike all our videos.
No, that's Nintendo.
Oh, you're right. Playing all our videos.
Yeah. Well, how dare you try to have fun playing their game and let the world know that their game is fun?
Yeah. If I had a game company, I definitely wouldn't allow anyone to enjoy my video games.
I would. If anyone ever tried to even like post a video, I would copyright strike it, not even claim it. I would take that channel down.
Alright, DMCA, baby.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to play my game. I made that game.
I made this game exclusively for me to enjoy.
Yeah, or you to enjoy in the privacy of your own home, the way God intended games to be played.
Yeah. So speaking of spicy takes,
I
don't think that's a spicy take at all.
No,
to be honest, I think everyone's kind of on the same page about that one.
Yeah, I do have this in the notes here. A little peek behind the curtain. I have a note here that says Austin's spicy take. Chris has no idea what I'm about to say.
Absolutely not, but I am so eager to hear what it is.
Well, I'm gonna really try to hype this up. For the first time in my life, I did something today. I tried something that I had never tried before, and
a vegetable.
Screw you. No, I tried something for the first time today. That's something I have personally never tried, and I have opinions on it that half this country or so are going to be really excited about, and the other half are not going to be happy about this. Specifically, the half where I live. I tried for the first time ever today In-N-Out Burger, and by God, it's better than Whataburger. The burger is so much better.
Oh.
That's the spicy take for Texans. It's really a spicy take only for Texans, because the rest of the country doesn't care.
I mean, yeah, that's...
But I tried the burger, and it was so much better. Like, here's the thing. I looked at the fries, and the fries looked like trash. But the burger, it was a good burger.
Oh, what's up, White Shadow?
It was good, White Shadow. I'm sharing my spicy...
Austin's just sharing his wrong opinion on In-N-Out Burger.
See, I knew it was a spicy take. I knew you would have this opinion, because you're a Texan. You're blinded by your Texanness.
No. I've had In-N-Out. It's pretty good.
Oh, In-N-Out. The burger is so much better than Whataburger's burger. Now, if you want anything else, sure, you need to go to Whataburger, because In-N-Out only has burgers.
Well, I mean, they don't only have burgers. It's just the only thing that's worth eating is the burger.
Oh, they have burgers and fries, and that's literally. I mean, they have no other food options besides a burger and a fry.
Yeah, it's unfortunate they don't have Five Guys there either, serving you burgers and fries.
It's a different
place. Yeah, it's also much more expensive. Five Guys burgers and fries.
White Shadow thinks Five Guys burgers is the best.
It is very tasty, but it is also $20 for a meal for burgers and fries, which is, when you think about it, outrageous to pay for a fast food.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Because it is fast food. When you unwrap a Five Guys burger, it is just coated in a layer of grease.
That makes sense that you.
Which does add flavor to it.
You're describing like a great burger is what I'm hearing. I'll be honest. I've had Five Guys. I don't remember my opinion on it. But it sounds like I need to go have some Five Guys because that sounds really good.
I will say Five Guys fries is definitely in the top tier of burger places fries.
Well, they are the only fast food burger chain, or any burger chain at all, fast food or not, to say, hey, our fries are in the name. They better deliver. It's not Wendy's burgers and fries. It's not In-N-Out burger and fries. Whataburger and fries. No. All these other places, they don't mention fries at all. I would hope Five Guys burgers and fries would deliver on fries. Wow.
Well, I apparently need to move to wherever White Shadow lives, because they can get 3 burgers and fries for $15.24, which is insane. Because where I live, I can get a burger and fries and a drink for $20.
I feel like you're also being overdramatic on the $20.
It's closer to 18 with tax.
Okay.
But that's still insane. Yeah. When I could get 2 Whataburger meals for $22? No.
Depends on which burger. Depends on which burger you're getting.
If I get a sweet and spicy bacon burger.
But if you get the triple burger, that's $11 just for the burger, not eating a meal.
That's also a triple patty burger.
Yeah, it's delicious, but not as good as the In-N-Out 4x4.
Edible style.
No, I don't. You think I'm putting anything else on? I'm getting a 4x4 plain and dry. I want beef and cheese, and it's amazing.
I'm not a plain and dry kind of guy.
And that's fair. I respect that.
I want my burger dirty.
So you want an animal style?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you can get that. It's on the not so secret menu at In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've tried In-N-Out. I probably need to give it another go.
We should go. We should go to In-N-Out together sometime, and so I can.
What we need to do is do a food review vlog.
We
We'll
might
just like pick up different burgers from different places and just eat them and review it. Upload it to YouTube. I mean, and you know what? That's probably true, White Shadow. Inflation is probably killing Five Guys.
Yeah.
At least where it's not, based out of. But yeah. Burgers.
Burgers. That was my spicy take, and here's the thing: I was right that it was spicy. Chris said I was wrong, so I knew Chris would feel this way. But I'm not going to be silenced by this Texan mob to not share my truth, which is I mildly prefer the In-N-Out burger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, spicy chicken sandwiches. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. We could go into it
we got about 5 minutes before we have to start Tournament of Champions. We can talk about chicken sandwiches real quick.
All right.
The best one, 100%, is what they reference right here, which is the Chick-fil-A one. But I personally choose not to support Chick-fil-A because I don't like companies that give to charities that, whole purpose is to take away the rights of LGBTQIA plus people. So I don't eat Chick-fil-A at all. That's my personal stance. I'm not trying to shame anyone who does. If you choose to, that's fine. But I personally was like, nah, screw that. I care. I have people who I care about who fall into that category, and I think it's jacked up that a company would. Yeah. So they are the best. I will say, here's the thing. I can say all that and say why I never eat there, but oh man, do I miss the food.
Yeah, their chicken is very tasty.
Yeah, but of the ones I still eat, I'd say the Whataburger spicy chicken sandwich I think is my favorite.
Whataburger.
But followed up very far away by a chicken sandwich that is not good, but hits the spot just right. Like pretty much all of their food, which is the hot and spicy from McDonald's. Is it a good chicken sandwich? No. The hot and spicy, like the crappy one, like the $1.50 one. Yeah, it's not good. And just like most of their food isn't good. Like a McNugget is not a good chicken nugget, but man, do I love me some McNuggets.
Yeah, boy, does it hit the spot.
Yeah. I don't like even their quarter pounders and stuff because now that beef quality's too good. I want the double cheeseburger that melts in my mouth as I eat it. Is it good quality beef? No. Is most of it even beef? Probably not. Do I love it?
Into a nice food paste substitute.
But does it melt in my mouth when I take a bite? Yes, and I love it.
Yeah, it certainly does something. We'll never know what it is.
No, you're not allowed to know. But yeah, that is. So you never answered. Was your answer Chick-fil-A for the spicy chicken sandwich?
Yeah, I'd say probably Chick-fil-A.
That's fair. All right.
Tasty, hate chicken.
Tasty, hate chicken. Yeah, that should really be their motto. Well, it's time for a segment. The only segment we still have.
The segment, one might say.
The segment. Well, I guess you could argue the news is a segment. But our only, named segment we have left is Tournament of Champions. Chris, before I even cut over to it, because I don't want to give anyone a spoiler for what today is, give a brief description of what is Tournament of Champions.
Tournament of Champions is a little segment where we take characters from all over the universes and multiverses from all sorts of different types of media and pit them against each other in a completely random, non-sequential order.
Nah, completely random.
Nothing really matters in terms of who fights who. But boy howdy.
We have just a peek behind the curtain. I don't think any of them made it into season 1, but in the giant 500 plus name list I have for this 8-season project, there is anyone from Rocky, from the Rocky movies, to Thanos, just to show you the the differential in power levels you could have in this tournament. Yeah, so let's jump right into it, to episode 7 of season 1. Oh, I don't have your face here.
Uh-oh.
There you
Bye.
are. Hey, and Chris is back.
Here I am. What's up?
Let's go head on over to our West Coast bracket. In our first round, we have Jimmy Neutron from The Adventures of Boy Genius Jimmy Neutron versus Penguin from the DC Comics Batman villain specifically.
Oh, I thought we were just, the
Penguin?
concept of a penguin.
No, this isn't a raptor or 3 gremlins. This is an actual
Well, if
penguin.
it's, one of the penguins of Madagascar, I think it would have.
Oh, I should have put some of the penguins of Madagascar in this list.
I think Skipper really could have done it.
Maybe. Also in the West Coast bracket, we have the #1 Marvel woman. Gosh darn it. Captain Marvel. Woo!
I mean, it is in her name, but I don't know. Scarlet Witch exists.
Yeah.
As we have talked about plenty of times.
And they are taking on Shark Boy. No, 2000s TNA wrestling fans. Not Shark Boy the wrestler. No, this is Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Okay, good. The only one that, I knew.
Well, yeah, that was just Chris. I like to throw in random little wrestling references for me, and maybe someday for someone else. As of right now, it's just for me.
Yes.
But
wonderful.
I like it, okay?
All right, so who do we got in the East Coast bracket?
Well, we have the man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. We have Sokka. Sokka? I don't know. I tried, okay? I'm sorry. I couldn't remember how it's pronounced. Taking on, from the DC Comics world, Crypto the Super Dog!
Crypto the Super Dog!
Okay, stop. We're gonna get copyright stricken.
No, that's, that's all I needed.
Okay, cool. Also in our East Coast bracket, we have, from the Flash franchise of comics and movies and television and the Suicide Squad, we have Captain Boomerang!
Yeah, he's got a boomerang and a stuffed unicorn.
Yeah. And he's taking on, from the Mad Max franchise, Furiosa. Woo, Furiosa!
Yay, Mad Max! We did it.
Yeah, you made it on the list.
Franchise. We're proud.
Well, let's hop right on in to our first matchup here, which is Jimmy Neutron versus the Penguin. And we'll start with the Penguin's list of abilities, because there's not a lot of them.
No. Yeah.
He is a criminal mastermind, skilled. He is skilled in armed and unarmed combat, utilizes weaponized umbrellas and various other equipment.
Whoa.
Taking
weaponized
on
umbrellas.
Jimmy Neutron, who you may go, he's just a kid, but he has
a boy genius.
He is a boy genius with 135 different, inventions according to the JimmyNeutron.fandom.com.
Yeah, one of which being like a super robot dog.
Yeah, Goddard. He has a shoe bot, a cheese ray, a plant eliminator,
robot.
No,
that's a pant eliminator. Austin.
Oh,
he can make the penguin pantless.
that's true. Amusement park space armada. That's only in the movie though, so I don't know if he has the capability to do that right now.
Nanobots.
X-ray specs, anti-aging tonic. The point is, Jimmy Neutron has a lot of crap. And
Penguin has an umbrella.
Yeah, and I mean, just to play devil's advocate slightly, I do think if you were to run, this in a simulation, occasionally I think Penguin might win because he'd be more willing to go straight to the killing blow than I think little boy Jimmy Neutron would be. But I do think Jimmy Neutron would probably be able to brain blast and evade his attack most of the times, and then think up a way to, oh crap, I have to kill this guy now, and do it. So
Yeah.
I do think the answer, which might make DC fans mad, and honestly,
Who cares?
if we had any like hardcore fans of DC or Marvel at this point in our brackets, they'd be gone because we've had a lot of spicy takes that weren't about burgers that did take out a lot of fan favorite characters like Hawkeye.
We'll never ever be able to live out taking out Hawkeye.
So Jimmy Neutron does beat the Penguin.
Yeah, he sure does.
Next we have in another
making it out
very balanced battle. We have Shark Boy versus
balanced.
Captain Marvel. Shark Boy, who, due to his inhuman makeup, has several
can sing pretty well.
Has several advanced abilities.
He goes dream, 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 dream.
He has hearing, instincts, reflexes, agility, and speed. They're all advanced in comparison to a normal human. And
you said he has hearing, and I was like, man, I only wish I had that. That's crazy.
And like Lava Girl, he can jump to great heights.
Oh, he can jump high?
He also has the capability to control sharks and potentially other sea life.
Oh, he's Aquaman.
Basically, he's worse Aquaman, which, if you've watched me talk about Aquaman a week or two ago, means he's worse Aquaman, which means he's definitely going to lose this. But, just for fairness, let's list off Captain Marvel's abilities, which honestly, the way it's worded here does not describe her as powerful as she is shown in the movies. Her powers include enhanced strength, stamina, agility, and durability, as well as flight, and almost total immunity to toxins and poisons. She has
the That's So Raven power.
Which gives her, she has the seventh sense, which gives her precognitive flashes of the future, but the power randomly manifests, so she has no way to control it. And it has largely faded away. So I will say we will take that out of consideration because it doesn't matter. She's Captain Marvel. If you've watched the Marvel movies, whether you think the character is well written or well acted, she is very powerful, and I can't take that away from her.
Yeah.
So she trounces Shark Boy.
Boy. R.I.P. to Shark Boy.
Maybe trouts instead of trounces. I don't know, some sort of fish joke as he dies.
Troutses?
Yeah, it's not quite there. I didn't.
Yes, Caprain Marvel.
You can shut up.
It wouldn't be much of a podcast if I did.
I could do a podcast on my own. I'm not saying anyone would tune in, but I could pull it off. I don't shut up.
Yeah.
Moving on to the East Coast, baby. It's time for my favorite segment within a segment. That's a drum roll. I don't know if that got picked up by anything, but it did. Cool. If not, this is
a motorboat.
Yeah, this is.
I'll take it.
That's fair. This is Soka versus Crypto the Superdog, and Chris, I challenge you to tell me how
Crypto would beat Sokka.
Yeah, you're right. I also called him Soka again. Sorry, Sokka. Tell me how Sokka wins. Peek behind the curtain for any new time listeners. I try to do this every tournament. I give Chris an unwinnable argument and try to see if he can pull it off. Kind of in line with like old, debate clubs and stuff. Sometimes you don't get the side you want. So, Chris, tell me how Sokka beats Crypto.
Oh, whoops. Well, you see, Sokka,
before you get this, I want to just, let you know what Sokka's ability, in case you don't remember off the top of your head.
He's got a boomerang, and he's really good with it.
He's also good with science and engineering.
Barely.
Strategy and tactics. He's most importantly, he has a remarkable talent for poetry.
Mm-hmm.
He has weapons proficiency, which includes swordsmanship, hand-to-hand combat, and it doesn't even mention his little boomerang thing here.
Well, weapon proficiency would be,
Oh, I guess I have to go to
his noticeable
Sokka's
trademark
weapons.
boomerang.
Boomerang club, jawblade, machete, sword, traditional whale-tooth saber, and trivia.
He's got the power of trivia on his side.
While
No, that was just a wiki page. Yeah, Crypto the Superdog is Superman, but a dog.
Crypto's Kryptonian biology gives him Superman's own abilities, including flight, super strength, super speed, and super breath. Which, I don't know if that means that's all he has, are those 4 specific ones? But it does also use the term gives him Superman's own abilities, and then just lists, it says including, which kind of implies anything Superman has, he has.
Yeah.
Which would include, like, invulnerability to anything but kryptonite.
Yeah, so he tells Crypto to sit because, Crypto's a good boy.
That's a spite. Oh, okay. All right, I'm listening.
And then he tells him to go lay down. And then he does, maybe.
Okay, let's just say he does that. Sokka is good at with, like, what is it? Engineering, so did he know to pick up kryptonite somehow?
Definitely. He makes a kryptonite-laced boomerang blade.
That's really cool. I believe Captain Boomerang might do that, but not Sokka. So I do think I'm going to have to give this one to Crypto the Superdog.
And you know what? That's fair, but I think this might have actually been my best argument yet.
That's
because
fair.
He was a dog.
I'll give you that. It wasn't a bad argument. But it still was a failing argument, nonetheless.
And you know what? I understand. I understand your decision. Not happy with it, but I do understand.
You respect the council's choices? That's fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, moving on to our final first round matchup here over on the East Coast bracket. We have the one, the only Captain Boomerang, portrayed by the great Jai Courtney. I'm just throwing that out there because I like Jai Courtney.
Or, just Jai Courtney.
Yeah. Shark Boy definitely does not beat Captain Marvel, Monkey Thunder. Trust me, I would prefer to watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl than Captain Marvel any day of the week. But Captain Marvel is such an OP broken character. But she's already moved on, and we're the council, not you, and our decision is final. We have now Captain Boomerang versus Furiosa.
And Captain Boomerang takes it because, he's got superpowers, and Furiosa is just a lady with some guns in a car.
To be fair, I actually don't believe he does have any superpowers.
Is it just...
He is an expert at throwing the weapon, as well as ordinary boomerangs. He has a number with special properties, including bladed, explosive, incendiary, and electrified boomerangs. Upon his resurrection, he does find he has the ability to create boomerangs out of energy that can explode on contact. So he might be able to magically make boomerangs, depending on where we are in the canon. But even then, it doesn't sound like he could, be stopped at all. It doesn't sound like he has an ability that helps him from being killed.
Yeah, it doesn't give him super enhanced abilities.
He is
I think it's a slightly more balanced fight than I initially thought.
Do think it does make it more balanced. I do disagree with White Shadow saying Captain Boomerang isn't that good, and they think Furiosa wins. I actually do genuinely kind of like Captain Boomerang. I don't know, he's kind of lame, but I also don't think Furiosa's that special. She's a cool character, she's well written and in that world, but if you take her out of that world and just say fight to the death, she's just a chick who has a gun.
Or sometimes doesn't have a gun.
Yeah. And I feel like Captain Boomerang probably could have some sort of boomerang that he throws at the bullet because I'm sure that has happened in a Flash comic or something,
Yeah. I mean, especially if he's, at the point where he can create energy boomerangs that explode. Could just, blow up the car she's in.
Yeah.
Explode the gun out of her hand.
Which, I do feel like this is the point where we should also explain that we might have not done a great job explaining at the beginning. This is not about who we think should win. Who we want, who we think is cool. Because there's been many times where I'm like, crap.
There's plenty of characters that I think are cool that have not made it through, round ones.
Because they're, against someone who has a better power list. And it's dang it, that character's not nearly written as well. So I do think... I think we're on the same page. I think Captain Boomerang does beat Furiosa here.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be really funny when he loses to a dog in the next round.
Well, we don't know.
We'll get to that. in a moment.
Yeah, whoa, we don't know.
First, we have to face, the music of Jimmy Neutron taking on Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Another very well-balanced and fair fight.
Yeah. To be fair, when I put Jimmy Neutron on the list initially, I kind of didn't expect him to even really make it out of a round one, depending on who he was against. And he got a good draw. He got Penguin, which meant he actually had a chance. Because a lot of Batman villains are just dudes with problems, but not, like, powers, which, like, gives these random other characters chances.
Mostly just, crime lords.
Crime lords with guns who have a weird quirk about them that makes them special. So Jimmy Neutron had all his crazy gadgets that helped him go against this. But Captain Marvel was like 2 seconds away from beating Thanos with a full Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron doesn't have anything close to that power level. And here's the
That's valid.
I guess, as you might have heard from some of my tone earlier, I'm not a fan of Captain Marvel, especially in the MCU, which, to be fair, I'm not a huge Action on Comics person. She might be a great character in the comics. I don't
Probably a cool character in the comics.
Yeah, I don't like Captain Marvel as a character in any of the Avengers movies she's been in, or her own standalone movie. I don't want her to win, but she is so overpowered. I think that's a solid point from White Shadow. Compared to Jimmy Neutron, Captain Marvel's power level is over 9,000.
Is there a Dragon Ball Z character in the bracket?
Is.
Yay!
Here's the thing. There's probably going to be like Dragon Ball Z fans that there's mad that 1 or 2 people didn't make it in, but I made sure to get like the big ones that I recognize their names, which is like all the bigger names people. So
as long as we get Goku in, that's all.
We do.
Really
we got
matters.
Goku. We got Vegeta. I think we got Frieza and Cell. I think were the 4 that made the cut.
Okay, I probably would have picked Majin Buu over Cell, but I think Cell's still a good one.
I don't even know who Majin Buu is, so.
He's the big fat pink guy. He absorbs people and takes their powers, so.
See, I don't know enough about Dragon Ball Z to know that he should have been in there, so he's not in here.
And that's fair.
But what we do have is Captain Marvel going on to the finals.
Captain Marvel, baby!
Shut up!
Nope, I can see your screen, and this is the consequence of it.
Dang it. I'm going to take that ability away from you.
I have the power of sight.
All right. Well, in our final semi-finals, we do love Captain Marvel. Kinda. Yeah, only kinda. Her spelling her name like that would make me mildly enjoy her more because she would have become a meme character, not just a really badly done character whose theming in her movie doesn't actually fit in with the theming they were going with initially. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Just saying.
That's right. You know what is here and there? Crypto the Super Dog.
Just saying though, I mean real quick, because we've never said it on here before. The choice to put I'm Just a Girl as her like big fight song made no sense. That didn't fit her character. She wasn't just a girl. Like the whole point was her being human, but whatever.
I'm just a human.
Well, there's other songs that like have talked about humans. I don't know. There was a song that I remember thinking like, oh, that would have been great. It technically comes out like came out 2 years after where the movie is set, but also it's still in the 90s, and they arbitrarily said when the movie was set and could have moved it up 2 years just to put that song in there, and everything else would have been the same. But oh no, I remember what it was. Is I wanted it to be the Chumbawamba song, "I Get Knocked Down." Because her whole story was about getting knocked down and standing back up. That's what her whole father's message to her was. That song came out in like 95. The movie's set in 93. But there's nothing about the movie that couldn't have been moved to 95. And that song
everybody loves Chumbawamba.
That song fits her story more than I'm just a girl. Her whole point, they never really bring up her being a girl throughout the rest. I mean, she is, but like I'll give the movie credit. They like just they didn't try to be like, oh look, woman superhero. They went, look at this superhero who happens to be a woman, and then they forced that I'm just a girl theming at the end. I'm mad about it still to this day.
I couldn't tell.
We've never shared it on the podcast, so I felt like I needed to bring it up like once so it could be brought up. And now we can move on to I guess
Crypto
Captain Boomerang
brutally murdering Captain Boomerang.
What are you talking about? Captain Boomerang throws
a bone.
No. Crypto is a dog. Crypto likes to play fetch. Captain Boomerang throws a kryptonite boomerang. It says, "Go fetch, boy," and Crypto goes for it.
I don't think that he does.
I think he does.
I think Crypto immediately recognizes that Captain Boomerang is a bad guy.
Well, Chris, I am feeling very strongly about Captain Boomerang.
I think you're only feeling strongly about bringing out a certain coin that decides the fate of our combatants here.
Well, I don't want to bring it out for the finals. That would be lame.
All right.
So I'm bringing it out right now. That's right. I'm calling upon the power of the coin. So if you're a first-time listener, you might be like, why was this whole discussion about coin? Well, if we can't decide on a battle, we flip a coin. And we take whatever the coin says as gospel truth, and we go with it. And there's no arguments, there's no more discussion, and we can't do anything about it.
Crypto's getting tails.
That makes sense. I respect that.
You're welcome.
And now let me flip the coin. I think we are arguing. And that is fair. Let us find out. The call has... I also always give Chris the choice on the call, and he has chosen tails for Crypto because Crypto loves to chase tails. Oh, thank God. The fans won't be mad at me. Crypto won!
That's right, baby. Crypto!
Yeah, we're just writing.
So now we get Captain Marvel versus basically Captain Marvel, but in dog form.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We're not gonna. I don't want to ever try. I want to try to never do, the coin for the finals. But man, does this one need a coin more than the last one? Because these characters are so similar.
Well, one is a dog.
Yeah.
And doesn't have the advantage of having opposable thumbs.
Oh.
And, human intellect.
Oh. But Crypto is gnarly.
Crypto do be gnarly, though.
Thank you, White Shadow, for that quote. Also, I want to throw out...
Love the gnarly Crypto.
Crypto is gnarly. We also have Monkey Thunder saying dog beat human. But I would also say that Crypto does now have an association with cryptocurrency, which does subconsciously make me hate him more. Just saying, due to the cryptocurrency connection, I think I have to go with... But see, the problem is I hate cryptocurrency, but I hate MCU Captain Marvel quite possibly an equal level. So, this is a hard one.
Monkey Thunder is right. If we were comparing Bite Force, the dog would win. Unfortunately, we are not doing that. It is just a fight to the death.
Yeah.
And I think based on, a very slight advantage of, human intellect and opposable thumbs, I would probably give it to Captain Marvel. Because while Crypto could pick stuff up with his mouth, Captain Marvel has the ability to pick up twice as many things with her two hands.
Ooh, she does have opposable thumbs.
Does have these things.
Forced anti-actual true feminism randomly thrown into a movie that was actually a good feminist message aside, I do think I hate cryptocurrency more than that. So I do agree that Captain Marvel does win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it really does just cancel out to dogs versus humans, and I think in pretty much almost every case out of every case, dogs win. I mean, no, not dogs. Humans win.
See, here's the thing. You're taking Monkey Thunder's statement of, but, powers cancel out because common factors, so, just dogs versus humans, right? Which is what they're saying, trying to get us to vote for Crypto. And you're taking us... You're right, that is why Captain Marvel wins. And I feel like that needs to be pointed out, because it is kind of a beautiful irony, or... Not even... I don't know what the word is, but it's kind of funny.
I mean, that really just depends on the size of the dog versus, a normal human.
Well, Crypto is around, probably somewhere in the not quite German Shepherd size, maybe slightly smaller.
Yeah, if it was like the size of some of our friends' dogs, I would be like, yeah, maybe.
Well, let me see. Let me actually do it before we move on and make this official. Because man, would I also be completely happy never giving Captain Marvel anything.
I think it would really be funny to have, the super dog be the victor of this episode. I really do.
When you look up Crypto size,
Crypto,
it's bringing up
the super dog.
Yeah.
Because no one's looking up Crypto the super dog, Austin.
Oh, it's also because his name is spelled with a K.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you bring that up when it was why didn't you bring
it
up when it was wrong on everything?
Crypto.
Like Krypton. You know, it makes sense. It doesn't mean that I didn't make the mistake and you didn't say anything.
I just assumed that you had looked it up previously.
His height is...
He's only 40 pounds.
His height is 25 inches. So he's about...
He is like a medium small sized dog.
Yeah, I do think Captain Marvel has to beat him because he's a small boy.
He is a 40-pound dog, and Captain Marvel absolutely tosses him around like a bag of chips.
Because we also have to remember, before she has powers, or while she's learning her powers, she also has, like, advanced military training. Like, both on Earth and in space. Like, she, Crypto is a lab, and labs killed 5 people last year. Now, here's a quick question. To make sure it's fair.
Any of those 5 people that were killed have military...
Chris, no, I have a better... No, we got this.
Go on.
Crypto, you saying labs killed 5 people last year. How many humans killed humans last year?
Ooh. A lot.
Ooh, I feel like it might be more than 5.
Oh, it's definitely more than 5.
Chris, I know that was the joke. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
All right, I'm sorry. I hate to do it. I really, genuinely hate to do it. Captain Marvel moves on. I'm sorry. She will be going on to the finals with the likes of Rick Sanchez.
How many dogs were killed by people last year? Is it really the...
Wanda Maximoff. I think Superman maybe already? No, Supergirl. I think. Maybe Bayonetta. I don't remember who all went already. Yeah, White Shadow, I'll be honest. Of the characters who have made it so far, I do think Rick Sanchez might be one of my favorite characters to watch. But also, he's the only character that so far pretty much isn't superhuman to the level of Superman, practically. So, I don't know if Rick is going to win. I'll be honest. White Shadow, we'll have to tune in 2 weeks to find out that. We will have our last episode of, our last...
Season 1.
Season 1, episode. Well, no, because technically, we have the last new round of brackets in Season 1. Because technically the last episode is still Season 1. It's the Tournament of Champions of Season 1, which will be in 2 weeks. Tune in the next 2 weeks, actually. Tune in every week, please. Please tune in. Oh, that'd gosh. Cool. Please tune in. This has been the podcast. I have been Austin.
And
it's been Chris. If you are watching this live on stream, we are going to end stream, and we will be back in 2 minutes for some Crash Bandicoot gameplay. So, hey, stick around. Woo! Come back. We'll be right back, okay?
That's right,
back. But for our YouTubers, you can see that video like next Tuesday. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!